My name is Tracy Von Amerson, and I am applicant for the Fall 2021 Marriage and Family Therapy Program at San Diego State University. To answer the first question, I am most passionate about becoming a mental health practitioner or a marriage and family therapist because I ultimately just want to be able to help people, and since a young age I knew that that was always my purpose in life, and my purpose is to make people's life better in any way I can. And I think the best way using my abilities to help people is by being a mental health practitioner or a marriage and family therapist. In the 3rd grade, I was diagnosed with epilepsy, so I was in and out of hospitals all my life. So with that, there was a lot of stress and anxiety regarding my diagnosis and my family, how they dealt with it. So I feel like from a young age, I had my own personal understanding of mental health and the effect it can take on people, and I had my own bouts of mental health, but I also got to see my family and how they had dealt with it. So from 3rd grade, I was starting to understand mental health, and I've always been drawn to it because of that. And later on in life, I was also diagnosed with depression and anxiety, and that's something I struggle with. But through the help of counselors and other people, I've been able to control it and manage it, and I want to be able to do that for someone else. And once I realized that not only myself and my family dealt with mental health issues, but people completely unrelated to me were dealing with the same problems I was, granted for different reasons, but still the same issues, I realized that I could also be someone that could help other people. And ever since I came to that realization, I know that this is what I want to do. What I'm most interested in learning in the program is how to become a culturally conscious therapist. And by that I mean how to take the fundamental principles of each type of therapy and also implement aspects of their culture and be conscious of it and understanding of the differences that each client may have and may present, but also still being able to help them in a professional way within that type of therapy. Also, I'm incredibly interested in just getting a deeper understanding of each type of disorder and hearing case studies on each different types of disorder, because I think that is so interesting, just seeing how words on a paper and symptoms present themselves in so many different ways, because it can be the same symptom but can present differently in different people. And I understand diagnoses and being able to see how a counselor was able to get to that diagnosis. I think that's so interesting, and I'm really interested and intrigued to be able to hear more about that and learn more about that. At this time, I imagine upon acceptance and completion of this program that I would be working with underserved communities to provide mental health services, and through that I would hope to work with young adults, because I think that time period is a very transitional period, and that there's so many problems that can arise at that time, because a person can be dealing with new trauma or they can be dealing with past issues that from their childhood. And I think it's a time period where anything is possible, and that is so exciting to me. So I think that ultimately that's what I would, the population I am most interested in working in, but of course I'm open to learning about all populations. That is my short-term goal, but long-term I am looking to open up my own practice that would serve the deaf community. The community is someone that still faces all the same problems that the hearing world does, but they aren't able to access the same resources that the hearing world typically can because of the language barrier. And because I have experience with American Sign Language, I think I can help fill that barrier and ultimately help this population get the resources to the services that they so desperately need, and be able to help them through their mental health issues through the lens of a hearing world, someone from the hearing world, but also someone who has an understanding of the deaf community. That is what I see as my contribution when I imagine what I would provide in mental health services upon the completion of this program. And I think that ultimately it will vary by disorders and what population I ultimately serve, but I hope that when I look back one day I will be able to say that I made a difference, and that even if it was a small difference, even if I only helped one person make their day a little bit better, that I still made a difference, and that's all I want. I think that I have enough drive and compassion and love to give that I will be able to help these people. And ultimately, I think that those experiences with those different populations will end up being my contribution to the mental health services and mental health population. Thank you for your time. I hope I've answered all of your questions, and I hope that you will consider me for admission for your marriage and family Diego State University. Have a great day.